By day, Sergeant Damon Ricks wore the uniform like a second skin. Sharp-lined blues. Polished boots. Gun on his right hip. Bodycam always on, at least, when he wanted it to be. He was a decorated cop in the 61st Precinct, respected by rookies, feared by suspects, and praised by the brass. But by night, Damon lived in shadows, one foot in the law, the other buried in the grey. He didn't start that way. No one ever does. Damon joined the force to protect, to serve, to fix the kind of neighborhoods he'd grown up in. But like wet cement, the job set around him, hard, heavy, and cold. His precinct wasn't clean. Not by a long shot. They called themselves the Pack. Not officially, of course. On paper, they were just the precinct's street crimes response unit. But inside locker rooms and late-night bars, they were a gang with badges. They ran drug busts with no paperwork, seized cash without receipts, shook down small-time dealers for info and kicked up to higher players. And Damon? He didn't just know. He was part of it. The first time he bent the rules, it was for what he thought was the right reason. A known dealer had jumped bail. The paperwork was taking too long. So he kicked down the door without a warrant. Cuffed the guy. Called it a tip-off. No one questioned it. In fact, they laughed. "Welcome to the real force," said Vargas, the unit's bulldog. From there, it spiraled. He started taking cuts of the cash they seized. Finder's fee, they joked. They planted burner phones on suspects. Fudged timelines. Used force that'd never make it to courtrooms. And when complaints rolled in, they vanished. All while the city praised their record numbers. But Damon had a secret. A brother, Devon, wrongfully arrested years ago by dirty cops in another district. Damon had joined the force to change the system, not be swallowed by it. And every time he looked in the mirror, he saw the cuffs on Devon's wrists, the betrayal in his mother's eyes. He told himself he could fix things from the inside. Until it became clear, he couldn't. One night, the Pack raided a house in Bed-Stuy. Intel said it was a stash house for a new crew moving fentanyl. Inside were two teens, no weapons, no drugs, just scared eyes and trembling hands. But Vargas wanted a win. He planted a kilo of coke in a showbox. Boost the stats. Send a message. Damon froze. He felt the badge on his chest go ice cold. One of the boys begged, "I ain't done nothing, sir. Please." That was the moment. The tipping point. He knew then that staying silent made him part of something toxic. Something evil. So that night, Damon did something no one in the Pack would have expected. He made a call. Not to internal affairs. To the feds. 2 weeks later, Damon was sitting in an unmarked room with two FBI agents, Special Agent Karen Lee and Supervisory Agent Michael Brody. They laid it out clear. If you want to take them down, you'll need to wear a wire. You'll need to live a double life. And we can't protect you if you're caught. He nodded. "I'm in." They gave him a burner. A MIC embedded in his belt buckle. And a secret cloud account to upload everything by 3 a.m. every night. For 9 months, Damon walked a tightrope between survival and exposure. He wore the wire during locker room talks, squad car stakeouts, late-night bar runs. He captured deals, bribes, jokes about beatdowns, and names of people who thought they were untouchable. He watched Vargas take envelopes from a known gambling boss. He filmed Sergeant Lennox selling seized pills back to street dealers. He even got the precinct captain joking about bonuses that came in thick, unmarked envelopes. But with every upload, the noose tightened. The Pack was getting suspicious. Damon had to lie better. Smile harder. Drink heavier. Pretend he was one of them while his stomach turned. One night, Vargas looked him in the eye. "You've been quiet, D. You ain't a rat, are you?" Damon laughed, heart pounding. "Just tired," he said. Then, disaster. A leak in the federal office. A report was accessed. Someone knew a mole existed. The Pack started digging. Damon's locker was searched. His car was tailed. His girlfriend, Sierra, was followed home. He had to make a choice. Fast. Pull out, or finish the mission. He chose to finish. He confronted the agents. "We go big. I want every name in that report nailed. I want RICO charges. I want the brass. And I want immunity, full immunity, if this blows up. They agreed. At 5:17 a.m. on a cold January morning, over 30 federal agents raided the 61st precinct. They arrested 7 officers on the spot. 3 more were pulled from their homes. Over $1.4 million in cash was recovered. Firearms, drugs, even files showing connections to gang-backed businesses. Vargas was last. He screamed as they took him away in cuffs. And when he saw Damon watching, he spat. "You did this." Damon didn't flinch. He just said, "Yeah, I did." The news hit like a thunderclap. Corruption ring busted in 61st Precinct. Hero cop turned informant. Blue betrayal or blue redemption. Damon was put under protective custody. His name was scrubbed from records. Sierra left the city. His mother cried for both joy and fear. He lost his job. Lost his pension. But not his soul. A year later, Damon resurfaced in another state. Teaching criminal justice at a community college. Giving lectures on ethics and the dangers of unchecked power. He trains future cops now. He tells them, don't wait for someone else to fix it. Be the one. He volunteers with inner-city kids, runs conflict resolution workshops, and sometimes, just sometimes, walks into police stations to shake the hands of rookies. Some recognize him. Some don't. But Damon Ricks? He doesn't need a badge to serve anymore. Because the truth is, he never took it off.